You're listening to Ask an Economist from the Conference Board of Canada.
So this is a terrific question, and certainly one that makes you think a little bit. What might the trade relations with our big partners look like in a post-COVID world? And I think, to me, the first thing that comes to mind is these recent issues that we've been having with respect to getting medical supplies across borders. Certainly, I think the relationship that Canada's had with the U.S. and with China, for example, in recent years had already been strained. And we do wonder with these kind of protectionist policies around medical supplies, what might happen in a post-COVID world, how might this affect our relationships going forward. I do think that when we look at the broader impacts of this coronavirus crisis and what it's brought to the world. The medical supplies is one issue. The other, of course, is essentially the supply chains that have been cut across many manufacturing and other product lines, where production has been shut in some countries, and we're so dependent now on China and on many other countries in Asia and across the world, not to mention with our three bigger trading partners in NAFTA. These issues have brought home how susceptible we are to production shortages or cuts in other countries. So we might think that one of the things that emanates from this post-COVID crisis may be the idea from governments and from businesses that they would have to shorten supply chains or diversify their supply chains perhaps, or even bring their supply chains to within the domestic economy. And this would be countered to the efficiency gains that we've seen over the last 20 years, where globalization has really brought the production across different products and across different parts of products to the most efficient producers in the world. This has allowed us to lower prices for many goods. It's improved purchasing power and income per capita in many countries, including Canada, but also it's really brought millions of people out of poverty in Asia and China and in other areas. So it's been a positive trend, but it's one that may be pushed in the wrong direction in this kind of post-COVID world. My hope is that we'll actually see technology, we'll actually see firms be more nimble, and perhaps diversify their supply chains as well, but really keeping that openness to trade with other markets as a piece that adds to efficiency, that adds to our competitiveness. And certainly I think Canada going forward will probably continue to forge free trade agreements with other countries as we've been doing so for many years. And let's hope that in fact COVID, rather than pushing us apart, will eventually bring us closer together and allow us to forge, I should say, stronger relationships with our current trading partners and perhaps with others down the road.